Hello and welcome along to another Where's My KitBag podcast featuring your favourite media technician of the Sixth Form College Farmer. It's me, James, with my other subconscious musings, stream of words, etc, etc. We're back after reading week. There would have been a podcast on Friday, but it was wind day, so I couldn't go on site to get it. So it felt a bit weird putting a podcast out that I recorded in the past about things that have already happened. So that's a bit lame. So we got a brand new week. We're back after reading week. Hopefully you had a restful one. And you're obviously ready to crack on with coursework if that's what you're doing, or exam prep if that's what you're doing, which is the safe answer for quite a few of you. Currently we're just down to two of us, so just me and Carolina at the moment, because Steve is on paternity leave. His baby has finally arrived, all happy and healthy. Everyone is doing well. So he'll be back not next week, the week after. So he'll be back on the 14th. So you can send him your best then if you want to. Otherwise, shall we do a little bit of the old tech news? That was a blast from the past. I meant department news. I mean, we can talk tech if you want, but I don't really know how that's going to go. Anyway, department news, good old newsletter. Make sure, obviously, you're checking your emails to find out more. So, our YouTube feature this week is the YouTube channel, The Future Academy. Future spelled without an E for some reason, but, you know, everyone's got their thing. So, it's the sister channel to the channel called Future. Or I'm calling it Future, to be perfectly honest. So on the Future Academy page, there's quite a few good tutorials you can roll through. A couple on Premiere Pro, a couple on Premiere Pro, and a couple on After Effects. Put my teeth in, you old man. So there's quite a few good tutorials on there which you can do. As of today, a brand new TechNet video went out looking at the new remix feature in Premiere Pro, so do check that out if that's of interest to you. As usual, we're about in the edit suite, so come and grab us if you want some help. Media Magazine is still being featured on the front page, so you can obviously grab all the information from the front page if you want to log in and read all their lovely articles. Otherwise, there is a film studies lecture hosted by Southampton Solent University, which is on Monday the 7th of March, so that's this coming Monday as this comes out. And there's also another one at UEA all about media and business, which is on the 24th of March. Obviously you can click through on the links on the back page of the newsletter to go straight through to those. The main feature on the back, though, however, is a TV and film work experience, which is available through the website called SpringPod. It will be happening from the 4th to the 15th of April. So, ironically, the 2 weeks before our half term. Excellently timed there. You've got until the 30th of March to put your application in, where you can join in on some join in on some some webinars. You'll get a certificate. It's something very good to put on your CV or UCAS applications, or even any other job or apprenticeship applications as well, because you obviously get a certificate at the end saying that obviously you've completed their little course. We've got a specific code which is on the back page of the second page rather of the newsletter this week, so make sure you enter that, so obviously you don't get put in with the general mix of people. So that's all provided through by SpringPod. So if that's of interest to you, then feel free to apply for that TV and film work experience. Otherwise, our main featurette on the page is obviously the up-and-coming new Batman film. I've only really seen the trailer for it. Looks quite gritty. Looks quite dark compared to other Batmen films. I don't know if that's the kind of collective term for them. But obviously features Mr. Robert Pattinson as Batman. Interesting casting. Apparently he's quite good in the role. I've not seen anything about it other than the trailer, so I've got nothing really to roll on. If that is your cup of tea, then make sure you click on the links at the bottom so you can go and watch the trailer. As always, if you want to get your own stuff featured on the newsletter, it might be you're looking for a casting call or similar, or it might just be you're looking for some helpful hints, or you want to get some more journalism experience, then by all means drop us an email, technet@farnborough.ac.uk, and we will try and feature as many student projects as we can on the old newsletter. So that pretty much summarises department news. Sadly not tech news, that sadly went quite a while ago, but we've always got a bit of time for some tunes of the week. So, tunes of the week this week. I've obviously over half term I've been listening to quite a substantial amount of music. It's got to be said. So this week we've got two great songs for you. We've got one by an artist called Cosmo's Midnight, and it's called Can't Do Without, in brackets, My Baby. It is so funky, it is unbelievable. Spotify, in its infinite randomizing wisdom, flung this absolute gem at me. I heard it and went, yes, please, give me more. So yeah, really funky, great swing to it. Absolute bop of a track. So that's the first one. So that's Cosmo's Midnight and Can't Do Without You. The other one, taking a slightly less funky route, but still quite mellow, but with upbeat kind of tones within there, is the track called Bliss by an artist called Amber Mark. Again, I'm tracking down random artists that no one's ever heard of. Hopefully, if you have, congratulations to you. You're doing well. So this is a much more kind of slightly more chilled out vibes. Still a little bit of subtle funk in there, but it's really good. It's a really nice kind of boppy song, nice to bob your head to while you're cracking on with some revision or with some coursework. So that is Amber Mark and Bliss, and then Cosmo's Midnight, Can't Do Without, in brackets, My Baby, close brackets. So make sure you check those songs out on the Where's My KitBag Spotify playlist, available, of course, on Spotify. Otherwise, we've only got one feature left, which is, of course, what have we been watching? So what have I been watching this time round? I've caught up with Snowpiercer literally yesterday when that dropped on Tuesday. So I've been keeping tabs on that. Walking Dead's back for the second part of the final season. They're making a right faff of that. But I love The Walking Dead. I'm kind of sad to see it go, but at the same time, I feel it's run its course. It's done all it needs to do. The only thing left is to put zombies on an oil rig. If you get that reference, then fantastic. You've heard my stories of screenplays at university. One day I will find it and bring it in. So Walking Dead's back. That's really good. I'm very happy about that. Quite intriguing where they're going with it in the final season. And I'm interested to see what else happens there. The other one, Space Force, the Steve Carell Netflix TV show, is back for a second season. I was on the fence about watching it, but I was after a kind of 20-minute show just to kind of fill the void, and it kind of was there. I've been waning in and out of The Office US as well, and I'm just like, I fancy something a bit more modern with the good old Steve Carell in it. And Steve Carell's great, and John Malkovich is great, but I do feel some of the other cast are a bit meh, I think is the right term there. For some of them, they're just a little bit meh. It's interesting. It's a bit different. I feel there's quite a lot of jokes that are forced quite a lot of the time, but apart from that, it's okay. It's fine. It might be more up your alley than it is mine, but it's worth a go. Just because why the hell not? It's worth it. It's worth a stab in the dark. That's pretty much it. That's all I've really been watching, actually. Snowpiercer, Walking Dead, and Space Force. Yeah, that's a weird list. Oh, and The Office US. I'm still chugging away. Still in season 1. It got a little bit further to go because there's so many seasons to do. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations for me to watch, let me know. Drop us a message on our Instagram or Twitter at F6mediafilm. Let us know by email, technet@fromad.ac.uk, or come and chat to me. I'm currently sat in Steve's chair. Every time people say, "You're not Steve," I go, "I love the Buccaneers and I love Leeds United," which is Steve's favourite sporting teams. Bless them. Sorry, Leeds. Otherwise, yeah, I've been watching quite a lot of football. The round kind, not the American kind this time round. But yeah, if you saw the Carabao Cup final, that's a great penalty shootout. Highly recommend seeing a goalkeeper absolutely sky into Rosehead in a penalty shootout. Absolutely excellent. Just what you want to see on a Sunday evening. But yeah, that pretty much is it for Where's My Kit Bag this week. I can't really think of anything else to blabber on about that I've seen or that I've heard. Yeah, the tracks will go on the Spotify playlist as per usual. Any kind of recommendations you got for me, then obviously let me know. I'm more than happy to give something a whirl, whether it's on Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime, or whatever service that's out there. I'll happily give it a gander and drop a review of what I thought about it. So yeah, otherwise, I've been James, still here, still waffling away, and we'll catch you next week for another Where's My Kit Bag podcast. You never know, we might get a baby on one. That'll be interesting. Just giggling away, crying most likely, and Steve just crying himself. He might be too asleep to do any future podcasts. I got no idea. But yeah, if you want to be a guest on one, then come and chat to me. More than happy to have more people on a podcast. Anyways, that's enough of me waffling. We've been Where's My Kit Bag podcast. We've been the media technicians of the Sixth Form College Farmer, and we'll see you next week. Ta-ra!